Hello, and welcome back to Len'en 4. Before I talk about anything, I wanted to mention that, a couple episodes ago I started recording with a fan, because it gets really hot when I don't have a fan on. And, that fan I was using, broke, so now I have to use another fan that, is louder, but I hope it's not too loud to where it interrupts this recording, and if so, oh well. Anyway, in the last part of this game, the Suzumi Show continued, and we beat the Pagoda route as Suzumi. And now we will do the neutral route as Suzumi. And I'm gonna play as hard mode. I'm gonna play in hard mode because I've been doing pretty well on Unreal mode, but I'm pretty sure you have to 1cc the true neutral route to unlock the extra stage, and I don't want to have the chance that I screw up on Unreal mode, so I'm just gonna play on hard mode. Yep, we're doing the true neutral route, which means we're going to fight Suzumi as Suzumi. And anyway, this other Suzumi hasn't shown up once, so what's going on with that? Who knows? Anyway, it's the same character anyway, so picking them doesn't matter. But, yep. I'm going to go into the middle, which of course means I get to hear the same two stage themes over and over. Man, you could have chosen anything to start me off with. You chose this. Yep. Rooney, yeah, really? This is how we're fucking starting this? Yep, maybe certain cells shouldn't be the start, you know? Just an idea. Certain cell types should not be the one you start with. Just an idea. Anyway, now that we're done going back to cells that aren't dumb, I can play the game. Yep. This is, I guess the last time I'm gonna do a route of the main playthrough, because the plan is I'm going to beat the neutral route, unlock the extra stage, and then play the extra stage as Suzumi, and then that'll be it for this series. And then the plan after that is to see what I can do about trying to play as Suzumi in the other games, which is not even remotely a problem at all for the third game, because I've already unlocked them, and I already have the English patch. But it's a problem with the first two games, because I'm pretty sure adding the English patch breaks or, deletes your data. So I'm going to have to, play through the game again if I want to play as Suzumi for the first two games. Anyway, dialogue. It's been a couple days, I don't remember what anyone's voice is, but that's how it goes. Oh yeah, I wonder if that kid managed to make it here. That kid? Them. Ugh, you're... Oh my, what a coincidence. It's Kurohime. You really have no shame. Is my throat kind of sore? I think it might be. These voices aren't really working here. You really have no shame. You planned this encounter, didn't you? To think you came to this world, too. Oh, were you talking about them? Kurohime, how's work going? Meh, there hasn't been much progress. Oh my, that's no good. How long till you get it over with, I wonder? There's no way Subakuro would be killed by me. Is it a matter of strength, or is there some sentimental issues? You're as vulgar as always. I don't want to obey you anymore. Goodness, the impudence you'd show to your parent. Subakura is my parent. That's right, you're the product of love between Subakura and I. Oh. There's something a little off about that. Shut up, I'm going to free myself from your control. You're such a stubborn, troublesome child. Well, that's what makes you so cute. You seriously freak me out. Oh, how mean! I've trained even harder since coming here. I can win against you now. That got really fucking weird. What was I talking about? I was talking about something. And that just completely derailed any thought I was having. I don't know. Something with Suzumi. Yeah, the way it is, should be the extra stage. I'll probably record that today as well. No, I'll record this and record that. I just skipped whatever Kurohime's dialogue was. Whoops. Well, let's just leave things here for today. I need you to keep working for me from now on, after all. Their abilities are pretty useful, too. I really don't want to. Little boy, the power. I'm actually getting into the shot now. Yeah, whether or not I'm able to play as Suzumi in the other games and make videos of that is going to depend on how much of a pain it is to unlock Suzumi in the first 2 games. Because I don't have him unlocked in the first game, but I do in the second game, but it doesn't matter either way, because I'm going to not have him unlocked either once I apply English patches. I don't know, I'm hoping that the hope here is that I can play through the games. I could just, since all my data is going to be gone, I can just rush through the game on easy mode, which you have to do twice. Which the first game, for some reason, if you want to play as Suzumi, you basically have to beat everything. You have to beat story mode as both characters, and you have to beat the extra stage as both characters. So hopefully I could do that on easy and easy extra, and just blaze through it and not have to care. Because if not, and I have to actually beat normal extra twice again, I don't want to do that. And then the second game, you know, I have them unlocked now, but if I lose all my progress from the English patch, then I'll have to do it all again. And then I hope I can just easy extra it, because I never want to do Len'en 2's extra stage again. I don't like this stage. Yeah, I guess one thing I wanted to talk about was I never really talk about like who my favorite like Len'en characters are. And you know, it's a bit different for me for this series. It's a bit different than how I feel about 2 characters, because 2 characters like pretty straightforward. You know, Tottori was my favorite character for a while, for a really long while, and now On's my favorite character. And then, you know, it's a Toho sorter. I do that every now and then to get like a, you know, a decent understanding of my own opinions. I haven't done one in a while. I doubt there'll be that much of a difference. The only real difference is that Okina will be at rock bottom where she belongs. Other than that, I doubt my opinions will change that much. But when it comes to Len'en, it's like, I don't know what my favorite character is. Like, I have characters that I like a lot. Like, I like the Adagumo siblings. I like, pretty much every character that's on New Emperor and Preschool Team. So that's what, like 8 characters? I'd say if you were to take the top 8 characters, it'd probably be those 8. But what order would be, I don't really know. So these bird names, yeah? What do they actually mean? Why do I keep having to explain this to you? Because you need to explain it to the audience, but I can't, because I can't remember. You don't care about anything that isn't related to Subakura. Ah, but isn't Subakura related to the birds' names? So what you're saying is you don't care about anything not related to the destruction of Subakura. Bingo! What are you bumbling to yourself about? Well, would you look at that? Here's one now. Oh? Oh, it's you. The way you talk gives me the creeps. Huh? You're horrible. Shut it, dumbass. You have a sharp tongue, too. I was born with a bad mouth. If you want to blame someone for my attitude, blame my parents. My partner also has a bad mouth, so you better watch out. They live their whole life like a concocted blend of vomit and industrial waste. Jesus. Watch it. It ain't any of my business, so what are you doing anyway? You don't look like you're from around these parts. Because I'm so fashionable. These are what's trendy in the capital. I see, so you're from the capital then. Ah, die. Pardon? Time to die. What's with this violent outburst? Is it the result of too much rewinding? It's rewind time. Just die already. What the hell? Are you out of your damn mind? Ah, fine. If you want to go, well, I don't really mind. That was me actually skipping the dialogue because I remembered. Okay, so me holding down the button doesn't actually do anything during dialogue, so there is no strategic like advantage to trying to charge your shot during dialogue because it doesn't work. What? You want to go? Well, I don't really mind. Do I need to remind you again? Don't kill them. Whatever. You know, this music is pretty damn quiet at this point, but like, I really don't want to get into another situation where the music's too loud. Because I was like, I have rewatched like episode 16 and 17 recently because, you know, I just uploaded them. I uploaded part 17 earlier today. I uploaded part 16 yesterday. And I noticed that, you know, the music wasn't that loud for most of it, but there's just some parts where sometimes the music's louder than other parts, and it's just not great to listen to. So in order to make up for that, I just need to make all the music much quieter. If you look at part, like, 17, it really starts to get bad by, like, stage 5. It's just really loud music there. Anyway, I say that because this is a really loud theme, and you can barely hear it because I've turned the music that far down. Is it over? Is it already over? You really don't know how to hold back. Enough carelessness. I'm not here with you so you can mess around. No, hard to believe there are people like you in Mugenri. But of course, at any rate, what we've done to Mugenri. Hey, that's enough. Fine. I do not think this was even remotely what the Suzumi voice was last part, but, you know, it's been 2 days? I can't remember things 2 days ago. Nope. Yeah, I don't know. Actually, I don't know if Sesei's up there. It's mainly just Tengai and Sukune. But, you know, Sesei, I don't know if they're quite up there, but I still like them. I like Subakura more if so much of their dialogue wasn't with the other two all the time. I've never actually, I don't think I've ever read, well, I have read it, but I've never gone through a playthrough of the first 2 games of Subakura that was actually translated, so I never properly played through a game and read Subakura's dialogue, or, you know, the other one, or both of them weren't with them the whole time. The Shidadoos, I don't know, they just kind of exist. Kuroji's kind of funny sometimes, I guess. Huaka's kind of grown on me, but they're still just Huaka. And then there's the third one. Yep. I mean, I like Jun. Well, there's really not a whole lot to them. They're just kind of sell umbrellas, and they're friends with a slug. Mainly just going on design mostly for that one. Klaus is funny, I guess, but they're kind of one note. They're kind of just they really talk a lot, and they really think highly of themselves, and everyone's annoyed by them, and it's just kind of their thing. Kurohabi exists. They have kind of a cool backstory, I guess, but there's really not a whole lot to them. Surabami, I've said this before, but they're a lot more of a a backstory than they are a character. They appear in a lot of characters and a lot of the lore, the backstory and stuff, but they haven't shown up since the first game. So then they didn't say that much in the first game. Heck, from what I remember, you technically play as them, because they're Subakura in the first game. Spoilers. But from what I remember, they don't even say that much. They're just yep, I'm pretending to be Subakura, and I don't think I'm doing a very good job, but nobody can tell. Or something, from what I remember. Another thing to talk about is I don't really know who, the real popular characters in this series are. From what I can tell, it seems to be, seems like Surabami is, one of the most popular characters, just from what I've seen. Before I really got into this, I guess just from what I can happen to see around. I don't really know why that is, because again, they haven't showed up since the first game, but I guess people like them. Oh yeah, didn't Boney grow stronger during the previous incident? Oh, okay, well this is fitting. I was about to talk about Sesame anyway. They sure did. What happened after that? From what I understand, the souls they absorbed escaped, and they became weak again. Then, if they keep sucking up souls, they'll become stronger. I guess that would work. Ta-da! Shall we catch something? Some other time. Hey, Sesame went through all that trouble to make an explosive entrance, so act more surprised. You don't even know how many times I've seen it. Of course we're tired of it. How can that be? How could you have seen it when Sesame came up with this pose just now? They don't have to run it. They don't have to fight Lumen again. Don't worry about it. It's nothing you don't understand. Huh? But isn't there something else you should be asking? Oh yeah, who are you? Did your move there deja vu? Pretty much. Is that the explanation behind the deja vu thing? The whole, like... So wait, is that actually the explanation for it? Like, every timeline's happen, but Suzumi keeps going back in time and changing shit? Is that how that works? I don't know. Why does Sesame feel like this? Isn't the first time Sesame's met you? Deja vu. I feel like I've been to this place before. Whoopsie, looks like it's not completely gone yet. For a pile of bones, they're actually quite something. I wonder how much potential they really have. Okay, you get to be Sesame's special training partner. Oh my, do you not know how strong I am? How strong? That depends on your own effort. Alright, Sesame will give it Sesame's all. Best you can hope for is to not get killed. But yeah, I was talking about popular characters in this series, and another character that I've seen just around, just like a lot of art for, I've just seen and like stuff before. They're like one of the few characters that I like saw the design of before getting into the series. Sesame's one of them, so I assume Sesame's a popular character, but I don't know. I feel like they're kind of like Chirno, where Chirno is like Chirno is all over the place. You know, never looked at anything at Toho at all, and he probably recognized the stupid fairy. But Chirno herself isn't actually like she's still pretty damn popular, which is not as much as you'd expect her to be, from how recognizable she is. I think Sesame might be the same way, because she's pretty recognizable by the series standard. I don't know if she's actually that popular. I don't know how much of her appearing and stuff is actually a big Sans memes, because get it, she's a skeleton, whatever. Ah! Enough messing around, we're leaving. Oh, but I want to have my fun. I keep having to tell you not to kill indiscriminately. Other than that, and of course the two main characters are popular. Because, they're the main characters. And then I'm pretty sure Tenkai is pretty popular. Along with Surabami, but unlike Surabami, I can understand it more because they're a main character in this game. Is that the right term for it? Because you have player characters. Player character is the same thing as a main character. They're a protagonist if they're a playable character. I had this debate about the different ways you could mean main character, protagonist, or whatever. Can't really go anywhere. Anyway, this track, so good you're gonna hear it through 3 stages. Yes. Why did I go right? Was there a random movement gauge? I don't know. Anyway, that's what I had on my mind to talk about, was characters I like and characters that are popular. And how I don't know what the latter is. Well, I mean, Suzumi's popular, from what I can tell, because, they're basically the most important, basically the most important character in the series, besides maybe Sumakura, I guess. Even then, Like, they're probably more important just because of how much stuff they've done. Whereas Shubakura is just important because they're, like, the main character. I don't know. Anyway, hopefully I can just run around and not have to care too much and everything can die in front of me. It's been 20 minutes and we're starting stage 4. Yeah, the Suzumi video has only gone on for like, what, like 40 minutes? Whereas, like, all the other playthroughs have gone for over an hour. And I think that's just because, one reason is just that Suzumi kind of destroys these stages. Like, they're just, yep, it's pretty great. But also, I think I noticed this especially for, like, some of the longer episodes. I kind of just start rambling in the middle of dialogue. And if I ramble during the dialogue, that means no progress is being made because the game is just paused when nothing's happening, because I'm rambling while not reading the dialogue. Whereas if I rambled when the game was playing, progress would still be made because I would still be playing the game. But if I ramble during dialogue, then I'm just wasting time, and I tend to do that. I ramble during dialogue instead of reading the dialogue sometimes. I remember there was one time where I started rambling, where it was like, it is the part where Kuroji, the scoundrel team, was fighting the Para. That's her name, Para. Parentheses. You better not make me go to the left. I'm really upset if you do. But yeah, Kuroji just said something like, "How you don't look like You're a homunculus, why do you look human?" And, you know, thinking back to that line makes a lot of sense, because, you know, Para, they say they're homunculus, but they currently have Fumikado's original bodies, which is a human body, and Kuroji could probably just tell that. For some reason, I couldn't catch that very obvious thing they were talking about, and I just started thinking about, you know how, every character looks like a human in this series, because you can't really tell the difference. It's not like there's an art style change. It's not like there's a significant, like, something significant to show that a character or a human is different. Except for in the case of, like, something animal-like yokai, I guess. Like, Hibari is a bird. Are there even that many, like, animal-like characters in this series? Yeah, there are quite a lot. What am I talking about? There's multiple slugs, there's a frog. Apparently the tadpoles on the frog's head, I can't remember their name, apparently that's their children. Series is weird. Anyway, can I please just run into Sarikamaru once? I'm so fucking sick of Hibari. You know, someone caught my attention. Why so suddenly? Because they're a bird's name whose history I don't know. Oh, them? Yeah, I wasn't able to get their past out of anyone. Guess we have no choice but to get it from them directly then. The rules here are good for that. If we'd done it last time we met, there wouldn't be all this hassle, though. This is Huaka, isn't it? I forgot they were a possibility because I was playing a scoundrel team last time. I think I did this. My, a human here of all places? Then I guess it's just have to play with them again. Fuck you, Hibari, I'm so sick of you. So sick of Hibari showing up as a Stage 4 boss 9 out of 10 times. I don't care. Let me see Sarikamaru in this fucking game for once. When was the last time I saw Sarikamaru? Like, I think I was the first 3 episodes I was playing a Shrine Team. I'm so sick of this bird. I don't care. What was your goofy-ass voice I gave you? I don't remember. Whoops! Did I accidentally put myself in danger? These are troubled times indeed. Root-a-roo, root-a-roo, what the fuck did that mean? How the fuck dumb, stupid-ass bird? Go ahead, make sure you don't lose, okay? You really think I'd lose? I'd just rather not take on someone unknown, that's all. You're a wimp now, aren't you? I'm gonna punch you. You'd be punching yourself in the face. Murmuring to yourself? You're a seriously dangerous person. Sorry to make you wait. Come, let us begin. I wasn't waiting. I wish to go home soon. Before you go, tell me about your past.
Alright, so one time, I lent some money to the fucking sun, which makes no goddamn sense, but whatever, and then now I yell at it, because cool character lore. If that's what you want, I'll have to fight seriously as well.
I know it. I have a good reason to be interested in you.
In a while since someone was interested in me, but I won't hold back.
The best thing about this character is their theme. Yeah, I was talking about characters I like earlier. I guess talking about characters I don't like. Insurance IO over here. That's about it. But the other characters are just like, kinda meh. Not all the characters I haven't talked about. Just the ones that I don't particularly care for. They're just kind of meh. This stupid bird I have a grudge against because they won't go the fuck away. One of the reasons I don't like Len'en, because my god, when I did those runs to get the true neutral out as the other character so it plays into the extra stage, and unlike alcohol, it was just Len'en over and over again. And I hate their fight, especially their extra stage fight, which is fucking stupid. All their attacks suck, and apparently they can also just break my replay. That was cool. Well, that replay is now gone because Len'en broke it. Maybe if there's a problem or your boss breaks the replays, maybe change the boss's gimmick to not be like that. But what do I know?
That leg wasn't strong enough to hold back in the first place.
This is a better harvest than I'd imagine.
You'll keep this secret from everyone, yes?
Worry not, I'm an informant. Looks be damned, I handle my information with the utmost care. Till it gets sold off when needed. I'm the shadow broker.
Anyhow, I'm merely lending you this information. I'll collect it sooner or later. Anyway.
Apologies, but that's not happening.
Are you sure you should be belittling me so?
You talk like you're gonna remember any of this.
You see, I'm like Aya, because even though I do fuck all but annoy people, I'm actually really strong because the lore said so.
Anyway, yeah, characters I don't like. That stupid bird, Len'en, and the mirror that I want to die. There's the characters, the bottom three. There you go. Just like how the bottom three in Toho are, you know, Suzumi and her bullshit ability, Racing 2, the plot device, and Okina. Fuck Okina. Anyway, Stage 5. Who can appear as a boss in Stage 5? You got Kuroji. You know, best thing about that previous conversation is, yeah, I wanted to see Saragamaru, but Huaka would have been fine too, because, you know, yeah, in the backstory, Suzumi blew up their fucking arm, and I'd like to see the continuation of that, but no. Let's talk to the fucking bird again. I really wish there was some way to, like, mitigate RNG or something, to where I could just, like, have a higher chance of running into a different neutral stage boss. In fact, you know what? There are 3 cells in the middle there. How about here's a great idea. Since there are 3 cells in the neutral route, how about the left one is one character, the right one's the other character, and the middle one's the third character. Wow! Don't have to deal with RNG. Woo! Yeah, stage 5 boss will run into Kuroji. That'd probably be a pretty interesting conversation. I could run into Fumikado. Always nice to run into Fumikado. Fumikado is a great character. Alright, could run into Sukune, I guess. I like Sukune. Don't have the most, you know, interesting of dialogue sometimes. They kind of just make yeah noises, yes. Yeah. It's me, Sukune, I make noises, yes. Oh, I have ran out of things to talk about. Now we just have to go through the stage 5. Hey, we're through stage 5, and it's only at almost the 30-minute mark, so this should be less than an hour. The Suzumi episodes normally have been. I'll finish up this recording, and then move on to the extra stage. And then that'll be that. Then I'm level 1372. So surely the extra stage should be even easier than it was the last 3 times, right? Absurdly extra, I'm never going to touch in my life, because, yeah, that stupid stage but stupider sounds pretty stupid. Yep, and I won't be doing it. I mean, to be honest, this series went on for, like, a while. Like, it was 15 parts before it came back. And now this is what, part, like, 6, 3, 9, and then 10, 11, this is part 12? So yeah, it was 15 original parts, and then there's going to be 13 more parts. That's a pretty long series for a shmup. They aren't normally very long, are they? But Little Dog Queen has nothing on this. That's my, like, second most played shmup on this channel. It's not even close. This game is long, and I'm not even getting anywhere close to finishing it. I'm just gonna get to the point where I stop caring, because I've seen, like, all the dialogue. Well, I haven't seen all the dialogue, because, neutral routes are random, so I can't see all of that. I've seen most of it. And I don't care about random achievements, like, oh boy, beat this really hard thing with the upgrades to, like, at, like, level 100 or something. And it's like, no, I'm not gonna do that. No, thank you. Oh boy, it is that blue photo. Yes, don't remember your name. No, it's okay. Just call it blue photo. Please die. There you go. You are now dead. 3 more cells of filler, and then we can finally get on with our life. Yes. The Eye of Knives, yes. The Eye of Suzumi. The Eye of Sauron. Man, imagine how, how this cell is normally pretty damn annoying. I'm glad I don't have to worry about it at all. I haven't, like, died at all. Why do I only have 3 lives at the stage 5 boss? What's going on with this game's life system? I swear. Yeah, I never figured out how this game's life system works. I swear, sometimes you just get extra lives. Like, that's a stage, that's like a random thing that happens during the stages, but it feels like sometimes I just get extra lives other times. Is it really just like you get an extra life from the boss sometimes, and like that's it? Is that really the only way you get extra lives besides getting lucky on the stage conditions? Seems a bit silly. I miss when it was score, which is how it was with the first 3 games. Because then you could just play as Yabusabe and cheese everything with the bombs that give you lots of score. It's pretty great. The current leader of the Dragonfly army is calling themselves the new Emperor, right? It would seem so. Then I wonder what our little self-proclaimed new Emperor is gonna do. If the real new Emperor showed up, they'll probably just have to submit. You think they would really just meekly obey? Not a chance. Still, who goes there? They are an idiot. Yeah. What's with those pitying eyes? Oh, I was just thinking of something pathetic. Looking down on someone on your first meeting. Okay, it's like, do people have, like, fucking psychic powers or something in the series where they can just tell who's about to show up at all times, so they always talk about them? Is that lore? Should be. Would actually explain why every time a character's about to show up, they just start talking about them. But we've met before, haven't we? Now that you mention it, I feel like I know your face from somewhere. Hehehe! No, I must be imagining things. I couldn't keep such unscrupulous company. Isn't that just a bit too harsh? What are you up to? Approach me under the guise of acquaintanceship. You really aren't the sharpest tool in the shed. Your idiocy seems to, like, be variable because you recognize me Earlier! But now you don't recognize me now? Okay. Ridiculed not only by my servants, but outsiders too. Truly, my edge has dulled. You should have noticed once your servants ridiculed you. This calls for a display of my majesty. By my hand you shall bend your uncouth knees. This gift just keeps on giving. And so, fortune favors you not, crossing me. That was a weird sentence. Might as well fight a little, words clearly don't cut it here. Come, brace yourself. When was the last time I fought Fumikado in this game? They're not much different from the third game. They're also just gonna die immediately, because, you know, level 300, level 1300, lol. I don't know, this remix of Fumikado's theme, it's alright. I like it. Don't like it as much as the original. Nor do I like it as much as Para's theme, which is extremely similar to Fumikado's theme. But you know, it's alright. I'll listen to it. I like it. Yep. Prime to front of Fumikado, I guess. I feel like the conversation with Kuroji probably would have been more interesting, but the fight would have been more annoying, because Kuroji's... I hate fighting Kuroji. Might be one of my, like, the most annoying gimmicks in a fight that I've seen. Well, I mean, not really, because there are much worse, but I'm just like, in general, you know, it's not nearly as bad as some of the worst, but it's pretty annoying, as is. It's just like, yep, you just get teleported. And then you gotta dodge things, because they teleported you. And then you gotta go, like, see up here, and then the knives come out, you gotta go like this, or something. Not my favorite fight. Now that's that! Yeah. Good thing your servants weren't around to see this. I remember now. You're the informant. I just need to get hit a couple times, and then my memory came back, yes. Bingo! Extremely belayed bingo! Spoke rather differently. My apologies. Then we'll just end the conversation there. Cool. Oh boy, time for a time paradox. That's how this stuff normally works, right? You run into yourself, then a time paradox happens because the rules of time travel, or whatever the fuck the person who's writing the rules says it is. I wonder what Suzumi is going to say at old Suzumi. Is that third Suzumi ever going to say anything? Like, or were they literally just drawn so there could be a third portrait art for the team, but are they just never going to say anything? It'd be really weird if they do say something, but it's just in some random neutral route that I don't end up running into, and it's not either this conversation or the conversations that happen in the extra stage. So I assume if they don't show up during this conversation, or the extra stage conversation, that they don't show up at all. Create life. Dogu automation. Man. When you have Sukune showing up as a mid-boss, you could have them do this simple thing, or you could have them have their giant mech show up, and that's an entire mid-boss for some reason. Yep, now I just got, like, what, 2 extends in the same stage? How does this work? What's going on here? So did we gather all the info we can? Yeah, we have. Should we head back then? Hey, wait up, it's my turn now. Greetings, me from this history. How do you do, me from another history? Yeah, my condolences. I don't need your sympathy. I've been doing the same thing as you up until now. No matter how many times I erased myself, I just can't get used to it. Have you forgotten? There's a chance you, too, might be erased. Now that you mention it, that's right. I'm so used to erasing myself that I forgot. Didn't you say you aren't used to it? If I erase you, I can take your place. I've never lost to myself before, though. Too bad for you. Neither have I. I guess you're right about that. Then, do you understand? Let's hurry and become one. Yeah, I have nothing to say to myself at this point. Now it's the end, so let's have some fun together. Face yourself. Do 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 do. It's only been like 40 minutes. This fight shouldn't take too long. Die faster, Suzumi. It'll take longer than when I did this as Hawaka, though. Hawaka just kind of melted the boss. I was also playing on normal mode. But, you know, it was also 600 levels or something like that, lower than now at that point. Yeah, I do remember after, like, episode, 16 and 17, I got, went up, hundreds of levels, but that's also because, you know, I just now realized that I could just, move out of the circle when it disappeared. I feel like an idiot. Whatever. But yeah, that was also... wow, I actually went through that. I do have a smaller hitbox because of the Iozani upgrade, but still. Which reminds me, apparently some characters do have smaller hitboxes in this game, like apparently Hawaka's hitbox is smaller. Don't know what is beyond that. Yeah, I went up a lot of levels, but it's also because, I was mainly buying, really cheap HP and barrier upgrades from Itsumo, and, I don't remember the other character's name. The Celestial. But yeah, and I said something like, I still stand by, said something along the lines of, you know, this level system isn't that much of isn't a super accurate, way to tell how good you're doing, because, a minor HP upgrade and, the last part of a big upgrade are presumably gonna give you the same level up. Oh yeah, speaking of Itsumo, I forgot to talk about them when I talked about characters I don't like. Or did I? I don't remember. Anyway, they're my least favorite character. I think I did mention that. Whatever. Because they're a fucking evil mirror. And it's just you know, there's a reason why characters aren't made too unlikable in their backstory most of the time, because, what do you know, it becomes unlikable. A fucking mirror that brainwashes children and kills them. Surprise! Not a very likable character. I wish they just died. You know? Anyway, Suzumi's theme, you can probably barely hear it, but it's playing. I like Suzumi's theme quite a lot, which is why I made a cover of it once. How much have I shifted during this run? I think I've barely shifted at all. Just not how I normally play this game, but non-shifted Suzumi just kind of fucking murders things, so... Of course I say that when I'm doing no damage, because this is a timeout spell. So I could be shifting right now, but I'm just not. Not that it really matters. I've got fucking 5 lives. I could stop playing right now and it wouldn't matter. I'd still probably win. Actually, no, scratch that. If I stop shooting, I might actually lose. So, because this goes on for 60 seconds. I don't know, maybe a thing to test out. If you just took your fucking hands off the controller, how long could you survive? How many lives could you lose in that 60 seconds? Anyway, that's the end of that. I do wonder what this cutscene's gonna be. It's gonna be Suzumi taking my control of the mind of Suzumi? I don't know. Senri Shrine Road. The Suzumi who hates Suzumi, who loves the Suzumi who hates Senri, who loves Senri. Okay, that doesn't even make any more sense than what I just said. Whether hatred or love is reflected in Suzumi's heart now is uncertain, but what's reflected in their eyes now is their own figure. My, you are quite good. I've erased myself many times up till now, so I'm used to it. Your opponent being yourself from the future is quite the disadvantageous situation. Yeah, when it comes to what you do, I can imagine everything. Well, isn't this unexpected? Is this the first time I've had my memories messed with by myself, I wonder? The Suzumi grinning oh wait, I'm the narrator too. The Suzumi grinning sneeringly took out a book from somewhere and displayed one of its pages. The two Suzumi knew that something like this was meaningless. That may have been your final struggle, but we've seen it so many times, it's not the least bit unexpected. As their consciousness was wrapped in light, the feelings Suzumi held for themselves were not anger, nor sadness, nor compassion. To be continued in the extra stage. Route 4, all clear. Conquer story mode. Continued in extra. Reproduction and experience. If the world. Is that the name of something? I don't remember. New 8, I guess. Alright, let me look at my achievements. Reproduction and experience. See all the secret team's endings, except for the bad ending or the neutral ending. If the world. See all endings, except for the bad endings or neutral endings. Yep, that's every ending. Look at that, I got an entire row of achievements. How about that? I don't know what the staff roll minigame is. Whatever. Upgrades. Yep, right. How many upgrades can I do now? Holy shit, this is expensive. Whatever, it's the best upgrade. Alright, well that was that. It was less than 50 minutes. So, in the next part, I guess the next part's going to be the last part of this series, where we'll do the extra stage one more time as the last team, so I'll see you then.